The following broadcast may contain explicit language and adult themes. Viewer discretion is advised. The opinions expressed in this broadcast are those of the hosts, talent, and guests, and do not reflect the opinions, views, and standards of Pyromedia Enterprises, affiliates, subsidiaries, or its members.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Daryl Walter Show. I am your host, the melanated, deeply melanated, the rising social media star, the TikToker, the content creator, the all-around one that you love, your cousin, your friend, your uncle. I am your host for the next hour or so, Daryl Walter. How y'all doing? Mm-hmm. Welcome. Listen, I was talking to my producer off the air, and I just want to go on and record. Hey, Michelle. Hey, how you doing? I'm excited too. Sister, I'm so glad you made it because I got a lot to say. All of my queens, all of my kings, my brothers, my sisters out there. Listen, I'm gonna just start this off by just saying, the skin is giving. Life is giving. God is good. I may not be where I want to be, but let me tell you, I am going somewhere. And with that being said, let me just say this. I require a man to shoot their shots. Okay? Closed mouth don't get fed. And I'm only going to be on the market for so long. Intentionally, I know what I'm doing. Okay? If you like me, speak up. The camera is camera in. It is. It is. It is, and we are grateful. And we are grateful, y'all. Listen, also, I want to share this. Y'all know I've been public about it. I am, let's see here, 12 weeks alcohol free. I have not had a drink since March 25th. You know what I'm saying? And I got some goals. It's none of your business what they are, but I got some goals. I'm trying to get somewhere, trying to go somewhere, and I see myself there. And I may or may not have a drink. It's one day at a time. Thank you very much. Thank you. And I appreciate that. And I embrace it. Listen, we are going to have an amazing conversation about the topic is, are you proud to be gay? But let me just say this. This is not just to my LGBTQIA plus community. This is to listen, we gonna talk about some good stuff, okay? So just stay put. Shout out to Pyromedia Network, okay? Shout out to Kwame, my producer. I love you. I appreciate you. We doing it. We going somewhere. Shout out to Dominic and Bullets in Flight Radio, your number one progressive Christian radio station in the world. Shout out to all of my listeners out there. Y'all all right out there? How y'all doing? Listen, do me a favor. Take a deep breath and just let it go. How y'all doing out there? Listen, Kwame, help me out. I can't see all the comments, so just keep them coming out there. Before we get into what went viral, shout out. Hey, Anastasia, how you doing? Hey, Queen. Hey, sis, how you doing, beautiful? Listen, and Kwame, thank you. Thank y'all. You are proud of me, and we're going to talk about pride today. Hopefully, I can change some of y'all mind about this. I'm going to help some of y'all out. Shout out to Tia Mowry, who's winning in these streets. Listen, she doesn't have to pay child support and alimony. And I don't care if you're a man or a woman, when you get the news that you don't have to pay child support or alimony, what do? You shout out. Yeah, shout out. Shout. Yeah. They finally. But listen, she finalized her divorce between her and actor Corey Hardick, And listen, they're both adults. And also, I celebrate when I see adults adulting. We see so much in the media with people fighting. We just saw Jocelyn. I talked about that last week. If you've seen it, Google it if you care. But we just live in a world where people are fighting, where people aren't getting along. And to see two adults actually amicably come to an end of a beautiful marriage, you know what I'm saying? And Tia ain't got to pay alimony or child support, unlike Mary J. Blige, and that's not even allegedly, and she's still bitter. Come on now. All right, let's get into it. What went viral? Ooh. Kwame, listen, I got to tell my producer, Kwame, to hold yourself, okay? Just hold yourself. You took Candace Owens. You took Candace Owens, okay? Candace Owens went viral yet again recently. Just play out of her own mouth. Candace Owens recently went viral for saying that Juneteenth was ghetto and she wouldn't celebrate it. Let's hear her own words. Y'all brace yourself. Just hold yourself. Don't click off yet. Go ahead, Candace.
Happy day after Juneteenth, everybody. I hope everybody had a very relaxing day off. Bad news for me. Apparently, I have been banned from the Black community again. I've been told that I am not invited to the various cookouts. And the reason why is because I was tweeting and I said something along the lines of Juneteenth is ghetto and it's made up. And people were very upset about that. And I would like to just right off the bat apologize for what I said. And I'm going to tell you why I do feel compelled to apologize for that tweet. Plus, later on in the show, we're going to be discussing Andrew Tate. He has now been indicted for human trafficking. And the case is kind of crazy. They seem relieved by the indictment. All that and more today coming up on Candace Owens.
Y'all just keep listening, okay? And I just look. She got the nerve to got that mohawk hairstyle.
So yesterday, you may have noticed that the podcast was missing. We did not drop a new episode, and maybe some of you guys ran to the conclusion that it's because I'm Black and it was Juneteenth and I was out celebrating. But no, actually, I was very sick yesterday, extremely sick yesterday. So I had to actually take a day off. There were no celebrations at my house, nor would there ever be celebrations at my house for Juneteenth. But in my delirium, as I was laying in my bed, I did send out a tweet and I wrote right to the point that the Juneteenth holiday is still ghetto and it's made up. Then I put my phone away. I was coughing up a lung. I was in bed and I came back and I was trending everywhere. And Black America was so mad at me. They were so mad at me. They said that I could not come to the cookout again, that I was not invited. In fact, a lot of people said that Candace is saying this because she hates Black people. Well, right off of the top, I want to apologize for putting that tweet. Had I had known that it would go so viral, I would have put much more effort into it. Unfortunately, what I'm sorry for is the fact that Twitter is so limited in characters. We should be able to say more on Twitter. And I feel like today I can finally say everything that I want to say about why this holiday is ghetto and, in fact, made up. But the feedback right off the bat, this is why you know that Black people have become increasingly emotional and irrational, accusing me of being racist, accusing me of hating my own skin color because I don't want to celebrate Juneteenth. This is what always happens. If you criticize a Black person, the number one thing that they say is that you're doing it because they're Black. This is what happens after years of sustained BLM messaging. BLM has actually rotted Black American brains. I'm serious. It's a virus.
Right there. Go on, take her off the screen. Matter of fact, bring the picture back of Candace Owens back up on the screen. Bring the picture back up because I want to make sure I say this correctly. I didn't even have to write this commentary down, y'all. Go on, bring me back up to the screen, Kwame. I got this. Don't worry, I got this. I got this. Calm down. Breathe. Remember I told you to breathe. Okay. Fuck Candace Owens. Fuck Candace Owens. Fuck Candace Owens. Fuck Candace Owens. I told you I got you. I told you I got you. I told you I got you. Listen, here's the problem with Candace Owens. Candace Owens, okay, is much like a broken clock, okay? Even a broken clock is right twice a day. And here is my other issue. Well, I got plenty of issues with Candace. Candace Owens, because Candace, baby, you're not racist. No, Candace is not racist. No. Why would she be racist? She's a narcissist. See, we got to call narcissistic behavior for what it is, okay? Because y'all think she cares about white people so much, and she cares about the Republican platform so much. You know who she cares about so much? Candace. Can't dance. She can't even dance to excuse her way out of what she said. Because see, what Candace does is she gaslights you, gets you all up in a flurry, and then she goes back and goes, "Well, I was sick. And you know, if I wasn't sick, I would have said more." Would you? Would you, Candace? Would you said as much when you called NAACP in high school? Is this a is this a cater to me situation? Okay, come on now, speak through me. See, Candace wants everybody to cater to her. It's all about Candace at the end of the day. And what she does is she gaslights you. She uses words like ghetto and diseased and sick to make you upset and get your panties in a bunch. Let me tell you about this sister right here, okay? Because regardless or not, whether she ever talks to a black person again, okay, a cup of hot water, a cup of cold water will humble that flat iron or that press that she gets from her hairdresser that learned the technique from who? A black woman, okay? Okay, Candace? See, the show is called Candace Owens Show. And ain't got nothing to do with America. And she goes on and on and on and on to what? She doesn't want to make a point. She doesn't want to help anybody. She doesn't even want to help the Republican Party. She does it for a check. She's not for women. She's not for Republicans. I don't even know if she's for America. Yeah, I said it. She uses America for her own gain. Hey, Major, we just talking about what went viral. We just got to get through it. So, as I said before, fuck Candace Owens. Fuck her. Terrible. Terrible. And get that good $35 press. Mm-mm. Now, she paid good money. I wouldn't be surprised if she got a black hairstylist. Let me tell you, she's a gaslighter. Okay. Candace still eats a piece of fried. I bet money she still eats fried chicken and macaroni and cheese. Don't you let that flat iron and that good proper talking fool you. She still eats mac and cheese, and she don't eat the big pieces. Okay, she's a flats girl. She's a flats girl. She's too good for drums and legs and all of that stuff. Okay, she's that bougie auntie. Cause let's not forget she got black parents. Okay, she black. I don't care how you flat iron and how you take it. Take her money and charge her double. Don't care what you do. Look, it's still lipstick on a pig, and I didn't make that one up. Let's move forward because I'm just so tired of her. I'm really tired of her. I really don't like people who mess with people and then run and hide. Okay. Megan Wrong and Jonathan Miners. you took listen. I love me some Megan Good. And if y'all Google her lately, her body is bodying. Okay. Body is bodying. And recently we saw Jonathan Miners and Megan No Good, show up to court to support her boyfriend, Jonathan Majors, in the case. Okay. And they both look wonderful. It's giving me a scene straight out of the movie. It's giving me publicity. Howsoever, bring me back up on the screen. See, when I do these what went viral moments, I do it because, listen, it's messy, it's gossip, and it's what there. And I want y'all to know because I know some of y'all don't care. Y'all ain't in the streets like that. And I'm keeping you up to date. But also, I want you to get the lesson out of some of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Take it and apply it to your own life. And one thing my mom taught me a long time ago, she said, Daryl, when two people are sexing, she didn't say that, but that's what she meant. She said, Daryl, when two people are sexing, stay out their business. Stay out their business. Okay. Yeah. Listen, I read the other day that Remy Ma cheated on Papoose. Let's just say allegedly. But that wasn't true. But the media was trying to run with it. And let me help y'all with something. A lot of you in relationships, you let other people run your business. You let other people dictate how your relationship should go. You let other people dictate who you should date, how you should love. Megan Good ain't worried about us. Y'all just mad because it ain't you. Or y'all hating because it ain't you. Because you wish you had somebody who would support you through the good and the bad. I don't know who I'm talking to. I love y'all. But my mom also used to say, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. You know, Megan was with Devon Franklin. And it is my belief and my hope that she came out of that situation, that relationship, a better woman. No, she don't mind getting paid to be a jackass. Back to Candace, child. I'm so tired of her. Honey, Candace will eat shit on a stick for a check. Okay. Okay, Jonathan and Megan. But anyways, listen, some of y'all need to take a note from Megan. Okay. I'm not saying stand by your man, but it ain't none of your business. Okay. Who you love, who you with, who you're dating, that's between y'all. Jonathan is unbothered by us. And I will go a step further. In my heart of hearts, I want to believe. And I have this inkling that all is going to come out well in the wash, and we villainize and we imprisoned before the court decision innocent black men. That's my thought. Okay. Now let's move forward because they both beautiful people and they got way more money than I did. She would. Candace has, listen, if low vibrational were a person, it would be Candace Owens, okay? It would be Candace Owens. Literally. Tell me, find a lie. Find a lie and I'll cash app you $10. Now, let's just discuss this silly ass Titanic submarine that apparently had, well, today is Wednesday, so if they haven't found them, I'm gonna put on my robe, tell the story how I made it over. Who bringing the potato salad? Okay, who gonna preach at the funeral? Yeah, who's singing the solo? Who's gonna be at the choir? Because baby, this is a mess. Let's just play the video. Just play the video, Kwame. I ain't never seen no
Details
shit
tonight
like
on the
this.
missing Titanic submersible. Despite a broadened search today, still no visible sign of the vessel, but there are reports of sounds detected. As an expert we spoke to says that window of opportunity is quickly closing.
I believe at best we have 25 hours left.
Butch Hendrick has performed surface and subsurface water rescues for more than 30 years. Tuesday night, the founder of this New York-based public safety dive training company told Fox 11 he believes the missing submersible is either tangled in the Titanic wreckage.
Because the debris that is around the Titanic is so intense. To get entangled is quite easy.
Or the 21-foot vessel carrying one pilot and 4 passengers is the victim of a leak.
And very quietly and slowly flooded inside.
Hendrick says best case scenario is the sub known as the Titan is entangled, but even then, that comes with its own challenges.
It's good news because it would be easier to find. It may not be good news based on the fact that we have to figure out how we would untangle it.
As of Tuesday morning, the United States Coast Guard said a total of 10,000 square miles had been searched off the coast of Cape Cod.
It's a challenging operation.
The submersible lost communication less than 2 hours into its Sunday journey to the Titanic, about 13,000 feet below. Rolling Stone reporting an aircraft heard banging sounds at 30-minute intervals from the area where the sub disappeared during Tuesday's search, but still no sign of the sub.
There's truly nothing else like it.
Meanwhile, a promotional video produced by submersible operator Ocean Gate touts the Titanic expedition as a once-in-a-lifetime journey. While this clip of the CEO, Stockton Rush, seems to indicate the sub is run by a video game controller.
It's basically a Sony PlayStation style controller.
Tuesday, Ocean Gate confirmed Rush is the expedition pilot, and his passengers include a British billionaire, a French mariner, and members of a prominent Pakistani business family. Hendrick believes if the sub is intact, it will run out of oxygen by Wednesday night.
It's possible that the 96 hours was never tested. That nobody ever actually put 5 people in this submersible and then said, how long can we last?
Now, initially, officials said the sub had 96 hours of oxygen, but you just heard Hendrick and his doubts that that was ever tested with 5 people on board.
First of all, let's start at the beginning and just get through this real quick so we can get to the important stuff. Because first of all, why the hell do you want to see the Titanic? Ain't nobody in the lifetime of the Titanic said, let's go down and see it. Second of all, I'm just going through my mind. I'm a billionaire. Okay, let's just walk through it this way. Okay, I'm a billionaire, right? You a billionaire. Okay, so you got billionaire friends and you do billionaire stuff, right? So somebody comes up to you and says, "Hey, for $250,000, you can go down and see the Titanic for yourself." Now, let's say you're interested. Let's say you're a billionaire and you're interested. Then he says, well, listen, it's a once in a lifetime. You're the once in a life. Listen, I'm not even going to do the jokes. I'm not even going to RIP to the people. If they still here, if they make it, I don't even know what to say. I don't even care if they make it, because what do stupid stuff gets stupid prices at this point. Then he says, look at the remote. It looks like a play game, a PlayStation. At this point, you playing with me. Okay? You trying to take my money and you trying to off me. That's what I'm getting in this. Now, and then Kwame noticed they wasn't all someone was Pakistani. What? Anyways, as you see, no Black person was harmed during this event. If you out there and you thinking about deep diving 30,000 feet to see something that ain't nobody else looked for over 100 years, that other people are dead, ain't nobody made it from, don't do it. Just don't. Okay? That was a waste of my time and yours. I don't even want to cuss them out. I just want to move forward. Because here's the thing. I'm not even going to ask you why you wanted to do it. It's just like kids. You know, I don't have kids personally. Love them. Wonderful. But you know, when kids do dumb stuff, you know, when they jump off a building, or, you know, kids, they just do stuff and you go, well, what made you jump off a moving car and think that you was going to land on the other movie? Let's just move on. You know, sending positive energy, love, prayers to them. I hope they make it, and to the families. Can I be honest with y'all? This is probably one of the dumbest things I have ever talked about since doing the Daryl Walter show and in my social media time. I just can't even believe this. Anyways, let me just process this over the commercial break. And when we come back, we are going to talk about something that people go back and forth about. We're going to talk about pride with the topic and the question of, are you really proud to be gay? Let's talk about it in a couple of minutes. I'll see y'all in 1 and 2, okay? Let me go get a drink of water.
This episode is sponsored in part by Bullet and Flight Radio. Get ready to uplift your spirit with Bullet and Flight Radio, the world's leading progressive Christian radio station. Experience the vibrant fusion of gospel house music and a rich medley of inspiration from all musical genres that'll make your heart soar. Join their extraordinary lineup of today's trailblazers, visionaries, and voices that matter, all sharing their stories and wisdom. Stay plugged in around the clock as they broadcast unmissable content 24/7. Your go-to station for all things inspiring. Become a pilot today by visiting bulletandflightradio.com. Bullet and Flight Radio. Your story, our station.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Daryl Walter Show. I'm excited. I'm excited to be doing this. I'm excited to be in this good space. I was just thinking while I was on the break, y'all. I don't know if this is TMI or not, but I haven't worn deodorant in over a week. And it's just been something that's just been like sitting with me all day because I smell really good. And I'm not being arrogant. Please hear me out when I say I'm not being arrogant. It's just, so I bought this really good deodorant a couple of months ago and I ran out of it like beginning of last week or whatever. Because today, yeah, last week. And I said, oh, I'm going to order some more. And I forgot to. And I was kind of like, well, I don't want to use any kind of deodorant now. I've been using this good deodorant for the past 2 or 3 months. So I said, well, I'll order it and it'll be in a few days. And I was working out today. See, some of y'all judging me right now. See y'all. I was working out today. Kwame, I was on the elliptical. And I said, I do not smell funky at all. It led me to just ask this question. What's in y'all diet? What y'all eating? What y'all drinking? Anyways, let's just get into the subject. Y'all not with me today. I feel like y'all judging me, but whatever. That when Outkast wrote that song, they wrote that song about me in my good smelling era. Okay. Let's get into the discussion today. Are you really proud to be gay? I'll just pause right there and let you answer. Are you really proud to be gay? Are you really proud? You know, pride is defined by a feeling of pleasure or satisfaction derived from one's own achievements, the achievement of those with whom one is closely associated, or from qualities or possessions that are widely admired. For an example, the team was bursting with pride after recording a sensational victory. This beautiful pride flag that you see here, I don't know, to my left or to my right. You know, for many years, many years, I used to tell people, you know, I'm gay, but I'm not the flag carrying gay. And in my mind at the time, it was that defense mechanism to not truly be proud of myself. I brought up this topic because I thought about my experience growing up as a young gay Black man. in the church in particular. And I'm going to park all throughout that, okay? So if you're uncomfortable, take a deep breath. It's not going to hurt. We're going to be all right. I grew up in church and I grew up being ashamed of being gay. I was taught for so long, that who I was, that's part of me, was a sin, right? And so that seeped into my subconscious, right? And so over the years, listen, I've been to many pride events. I've been to many clubs. The Catch was my spot. LA, I've been to what the Catch, the Green Horse, the Annex. I've been to Bulldog. Shout out to Bulldogs in Atlanta and all of those beautiful places. But was I really proud of who I was? Could I really stand in the light, in the open, and be who I am and be proud of who I am? This is why I say this discussion is not just the LGBTQIA plus community, but it is to so many of you out there. So many of you out there who have been taught not to be proud, not to have pride, to always be humble, to diminish what you've done because you don't want to be big headed or you don't want to think too highly of yourself, right? And I'm here to challenge that notion, the notion of pride comes before a fall. Because I think for so long, it's been mistaught and mistaught in a sense that a lot of you out there are not proud of who you are, but you diminish that part of you because maybe you feel like you're too big or you're too dark or you're too gay, which I don't know what that is, or maybe too feminine acting or too this or too whatever. But I'm here to let you know that right where you are, right exactly where you are, there's nothing wrong with you. I love these comments that are coming in because for so many of us, and I'm literally getting chills as I'm seeing these comments, for so many of us, it took so long to find that pride. And when I think about it, whether you are, listen, there are so many moments where we should be proud, right? There are so many moments where we should celebrate who we are. This is Pride Month. And not only is this Pride Month, which, listen, there are going to be people who are against you no matter what. But this month and any other month that's celebrating, whether it's Black History Month, whether it's Women's History Month, whether it's Black Music Month, which happens to also be this month, whether it's Pacific Islander Month, or whether whatever the month is, it is not about whether or not we're celebrating right in that moment, but it is a time for you to reflect on. Let's go back to the definition. The satisfaction derived from one's own achievements, but the achievements of those whom one is closely associated with, y'all. Listen, there are moments where we should be proud, where we have been celebrated. From Billy Porter breaking barriers to Alex Newell and J.J. Harrison, Glee becoming the first non-binary actors to win a Tony. And let's go back to the very beginning of Marsha P. Johnson, a transgender woman who is the pillar of the Stonewall movement, who walks so all of us could even run, whether you're bi, asexual, gay, whether you're lesbian, whether you're non-binary, whether you're binary, wherever you are in the spectrum. She is one of our pillars so that we can stand and be proud. There are so many examples, but yet the reason I talk about this, because in addition to so many examples, suicide is still one of the leading causes of death among LGBTQIA youth. And I want to park at the Black church. Listen, y'all know I was going to park here, okay? There was this young man, I'll never forget it. I believe his name was Hayden Smith, and we're just going to say allegedly on all of this. But he was a talented musician, a talented singer, and he took his life. And a lot of people said depression, and a lot of people said mental health, but mental health from what? What burden was he carrying that he felt like he could no longer carry? And how many people do we know in church? And listen, if you know me and you're watching this and you've known me for a very long time, you are well aware and you have been there through my struggles, through my ups and downs, from getting kicked out of the church to being lied on for situations that I had nothing to do with, and the wear and tear that it had on my mental health. I think about, even though I was at the Pride events, even though I was at the club, and even though I dated, was I dating healthily if I wasn't even proud on the inside of who I truly was? There is a difference between arrogance and there's a difference in pride. I'm going to say that again. There's a difference in arrogance and there's a difference in pride. Whether you're openly gay, whether you're still discreet, or just on a need to know basis, this is not about, oh, you need to scream from the mountaintops who you are. And this is why I don't understand why they acting like they just came, this just came about in the last 5+ years. It didn't. It didn't. But see, this is why we celebrate pride. Celebrating who you are. This is so much more than all the events that are going to happen all of the summer. And listen, I'm here for all of them. If y'all don't know, all summer long, June is the kickoff to just Pride season. So there's going to be Pride in LA, 4th of July, Pride in Atlanta, Labor Day weekend, Pride in Texas, Pride in Philly, Pride in New York, Pride in San Francisco, all over. Vegas, somewhere in there is going to be pride of who you are. Yes, be who you are for your pride. And it took me, listen, it took DW 43 years, still look good, to really get it. To really get it. To really understand what pride means. What being gay and proud means. It's beyond the amusement park and it's beyond the parade. All wonderful. But it is the quiet, thank you. It is the quiet moments when you're at the grocery store. It is the endearing moments when you're on a date with your significant other. It is the times when you may stand out in the crowd and you're okay with that you don't dim down your life. And listen, let me talk to the LGBTQIA plus community out there. Stop dimming other people's light. Stop dimming other people's light. So what? She's not like you. Who cares? He wears makeup, you don't. Which I'm gay, but I'm not that kind of gay over there. But it don't matter. It just hit me this week. I see so many comments about people on the transgender community. And I just say, if you got a problem, well, I don't understand, and let's park right here. It's not just the transgender community. In particular, it is transgender women. Because don't nobody got nothing to say about transgender men. A lot of transgender men be around y'all and y'all don't even know it. But it's the transgender, they trying to be women. They trying to take from us. They trying to take over. They trying to take my identity. Listen, when you're proud of who you are, nobody can take anything away from you. If you are the woman that you are, no woman can take away your womanhood. I'm going to say trans women across the board. Black trans women in particular. I'm a black man, but there's trans women across the board. Because I see it. It's not just black trans women. It's white trans women, Hispanic trans women, Mexican, Asian, listen. It's across the board. And just people across the board. Anything that looks different outside of a norm. And what I find also is that so many men attempt at their masculinity out of fear that, if somebody clocks my T, so what? When you are proud of who you are, it builds the confidence that no matter where you go and no matter what someone says, no matter how you move and operate, it doesn't mean that you're full blown out this way, but even when you're quiet, your confidence and your pride goes before you and says that person knows who they are. They love themselves. Okay, Siri, stay on my business. For me, this weight loss journey is not just a weight loss journey. I'm looking at old pictures and I feel and look like a different person. But you know where it started? And I want to help y'all out there. Let me slow down because I'm getting excited. How do you work on having pride for yourself? Okay. When I started this weight loss journey, when I just started this journey, you can look at my TikTok to the workout 1, workout 2, all of those workouts. And the first video I said, this is going to be a process, a transformation, not just the physical, but mental and spiritual. And when I worked out, I recorded pretty much all of my workout videos. I knew my stomach was big. I knew that people would look at all the different quote unquote imperfections. But you know what? In spite of all of that, and with everything, the one thing that I did along the way is loved myself. How do you work on having pride for yourself? Acceptance. Accept who you are. Accept who you are, where you are, because who you are and where you are right in this moment is exactly where you're supposed to be. Bring that comment back up, Kwame. I didn't say that comment. But the truth is they should be more worried about the cis women more than the trans. They not trying to take them, they not. They're not. But it comes into acceptance. When you accept yourself, you second guess the BBL. I'm just saying for some people. It's not for everybody. Second, get rid of the old tapes. I think y'all should write this down. You know what? Get a pen and paper, write this down. Uncle Daryl was talking real quick. How do you have pride in yourself? And we're not talking. See, the problem is where people get it mixed up. We're not talking about fake pride. We're not talking about arrogance. We're not talking about the child. Let me tell you what I did and what I do and who I am because I'm just gloating all over y'all. No, when you have pride in yourself, when you have confidence in yourself, you don't have to say anything. There is a silence that exudes because you already know what you know. So how do you have pride in yourself? 1, acceptance. Number 1, acceptance. Accept who you are, the good and the bad. I understand you want to be a size 34, but right now you are 42, and I need you to accept and love your 42 self. I know you want to be a millionaire, but right now your bank account is negative 64, negative 42. I need you to accept your negative balance and love it. Well, Daryl, what are you talking about? What do you mean? When you accept yourself and love yourself, you know what? I'm not where I want to be, but it's okay because it's not always going to be like this. But while I'm here, I accept it. Because once you accept it, you can move forward. See, if you don't accept it, you can't move forward. It's a lot of people in denial. It's a lot of people in denial. I was one in denial. Okay, and then after you accept it, okay, get rid of the old tapes. Get rid of the old tapes. What are the old tapes? What are the old tapes? I'll tell you what the old tapes are. You're not good enough. You'll never be anything. Nobody wants you. I'm tired. You got all these old tapes of what your mom used to tell you, of what your dad used to tell you, of what your friends used to tell you, and you got to get rid of those old tapes. Well, Daryl, how do I get rid of them? The same way you got rid of that lazy man that was in your life, throw it in the trash. Come on now, don't act like you don't know how to throw something away. Throw it away. Let it go. Thirdly, replace the old tapes. Okay, you got to replace the old tapes with new tapes. How do you do that? Affirmations. Affirmations. Put them all around your house. Now, for me, when I I'm a bathroom guy. I go to the bathroom, one of the first things I do. So in my medicine cabinet, when I open the medicine cabinet, on the other side, I have my affirmations. I am strong. I am happy. I am good enough. I have more than enough money. All of my needs are met. Whatever it looks like for you. But in this season, it just hit me. It's like there's so many people who have a fake proudness about them. They got the clothes, they drive the car, you see them on social media, they talk that talk, which is an amazing talk. Okay. But half of your favorite people, and I talk to them online, offline. And let me clean it up. There's some of your people that I know offline, from entertainment and stuff. Everything that you see, everything that glitter ain't gold. Everything that you see that's glittering ain't gold. And the life that you are living, you would be surprised how many people would love to be in your shoes. Okay. So as we come to a close, listen, first of all, if you are enjoying this, if you have been encouraged from this, if you got something out of this, click like, share, follow Power Media Network, follow Daryl Walter. Listen, you can go ahead and drop me a couple of coins on the Cash App, on the all that stuff. Just type in Daryl Walter, my cute face will pop up, and it's Daryl Waltz with the money symbol at the front. But listen, most of all, I want you to be encouraged to find the strength to be proud of yourself. We're not comparing ourselves to anybody else anymore. Okay. And whatever they told you, whatever you were taught, whatever they made you feel like, we letting them old tapes go. Okay. We step into it. Brother Daryl, it is a curse from hell to be able to see your own worth and beauty. Listen. Some people confuse pride with stuff, but here's the thing though. We make it seem like pride is a bad thing. We make it seem like you shouldn't be proud of yourself, and especially my create. And if you out there who are listening, I got PayPal, all of that stuff. Type in the DWexperience or Daryl Walter, the DWexperience. I'm all up there. But listen, I- we've been taught for so long. I know I've been taught. Oh, be humble. Pride. Don't be too proud. Okay, I don't be over there thinking you all that. You know what? I'm here to change it up. You need to think you are all that. You need to have pride in yourself, but be realistic, baby. Okay? There's some people out there trying to have Beyonce confidence, and you on Michelle's level. Be real. Ain't nothing wrong with that because Michelle is doing it. But even in that, believe in yourself first. Believe in your gifts first. Believe in the talent first. Believe in yourself first. Even if it's not about what it looks like, y'all. It's not about what it looks like, okay? It's not about what it looks like, but you got to believe in yourself. And I want to talk to the outcast, to the person, I'm almost out of time, I'm going, but to the person who's like the person that doesn't fit in. Because there's many of you out there who are part of the LGBTQIA plus community who are able to fit in, who are able to be masculine presenting, feminine presenting, or whatever. Whether you're asexual, pansexual, bisexual, transsexual, all of the above, but you're able to fit into the norm. But there's so many people who are going to listen to this on the replay. You don't fit into the norm. I get it. You extra. You stand out in the crowd. When everybody sits down and you sit down, everybody sees you. And you know what? That is the part that you should celebrate and stop letting other people put you down for it. For so long, I've lived my life being put down for the things that make me unique and make me me. And this is why this message, this discussion is coming about, because it is time for you to change the narrative about yourself. It is time for you to change the narrative about yourself and create a new narrative, create new takes, create new belief systems that will push you in the direction that you've always wanted to be. It is time for you to have pride in yourself. Woo! Y'all listen. Like I said, this discussion, this message is for everyone. And in particular, on this beautiful Pride Month, to my LGBTQIA plus brothers and sisters, wherever you are, um, believe in yourself. Just believe in yourself. Listen, I'm gonna be real quick. As I come to a close, we gonna be back next week, next Wednesday. We gonna do it again, okay? I want to say thank you all very much for watching the Daryl Walter Show. Listen, if you have a dream, okay, stick to it. Stick to it. I don't care what anybody says. If you are if you are stuck in a place where you can't find yourself, do me a favor, look within yourself and find love. Okay, Michelle, real quick. It is the DWExperience 702 at Gmail. Okay, that's what I'm telling you. It's the DWExperience 702 at gmail.com. That's that. If you can't find it, we'll get it on the next week. But do me a favor, at the least, click like, click share, go to Facebook, go to TikTok. And most of all, y'all just take this time, take this week to be proud of yourself, celebrate you, because I celebrate you and I love y'all so much. I will see you next week.
If you enjoyed this content, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to Pyromedia Network's YouTube channel for more awesome content. Plus, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss when we go live or upload new videos. Visit pyromedianetwork.com today, not just to check out our incredible roster of talented creatives, but also to gain access to exclusive bonus material available only to our Pyro fam. Show your support for this Black-owned indie network by donating today. Help us keep igniting brands everywhere.